Yes, hello, my dear friends, my dear viewers. It is with great sadness that I bring you today's video, today's first video, which is this week's, and as a matter of fact, the last week of Fairy Tale. Fairy Tale, chapter 545. The last chapter, Irreplaceable Friends. I. This is the second. I mean, not really the second, but I've seen other mangas ending. Like, not a lot, but I've seen some ending. I saw Bleach ending, and I followed Bleach for quite a while as well. I saw Naruto ending, but I guess Naruto didn't really end because there's Boruto going. So I saw Full Metal Alchemist ending. Not that I followed the Full Metal Alchemist manga. I saw both animes, and I read the manga's last chapter after I've seen it in the anime. Uh, Elsing, I've seen the Elsing Ultimate anime, so I guess that counts. I haven't read the manga yet. I plan to one day. But now, today marks the end. Well, not exactly today, because the chapter was actually released on Saturday. But this week, this general time place marks the end of the Fairy Tale manga. I know this last saga was not the best. I've said it countless times during my reactions and reviews. I've said it countless times. This is not by far the best saga of Fairy Tale, but it is the last. Was there room for redemption? Maybe. But given recent events in the manga, I do believe that it all came down to the fact that maybe Hiro Mishima was being pressured to finish the manga, much like Tite Kubo from Bleach was back when Bleach ended. There's nothing that has not come anything to public stating that. Maybe these were all just Hiro Mishima plans all along to make the saga as he did, and I'm not by any chance saying that I would do better. I would not do any better. I wouldn't do 10% of what he has done with Fairy Tail manga, but as a human being, and I am entitled to my opinion, and that is that. But without further ado, we have 48 pages waiting for us for the last chapter of Fairy Tail. Unavoidably, and as with all chapters of Fairy Tail as of late, I have been slightly spoiled. I've seen some things, but nothing that will ruin my experience with this first chapter. Full power, 43 pages to send off the last chapter. It begins now. Years X 793. It's been 1 year since that battle. Okay, this year's Kamzalian prize for best new author goes to... A bunch of things happen, but allow me to introduce the author of Iris's Adventure, Miss Lucy Hartfilia. We're all doing great. Oh, she actually finished the books she was writing ever since the beginning. This is really cool. Yeah, this is going to be that kind of chapter, just finishing off stories and whatnot. But yeah, I have no complaints about that either. Okay, let's move on, past the fan arts. Jesus, the fan arts. Okay, here we are. 545 chapters together. It was a blast. Thanks for everything. The doors of the guild are anytime open. The nostalgia keeps seeping in. I heard that the protagonist Iris was based off of you, Miss Hartfilia, but I can't say I expected you to be such a beautiful young girl. Oh, don't you know, Miss Hartfilia is part of that Mage Guild fairy tale. Oh, wait. Oh my, I see, so that's why. Oh dear, I get it now. Ha! They're all there, feasting like there's no tomorrow. That's why her friends are so rowdy. Quit taking your clothes off, not here. When in... Oh my god, I love them. High quality iron is something else. It's just eating the cups. That's not for eating, silly. It's not even iron, genius. Our Lucy won the best new author prize. Yes, she won it. Good job, Lucy. Good job. I said I'd invite you, but only if you all behaved yourselves the night. Too bad. Don't care, never did. I thought they said to wear formal clothes, Buster. Yeah, then put some on, idiot. There goes Erza. Can you stop fighting? This is a joyous occasion. And then Juvia. Oh, the hell, Juvia has no choice but to strip instead. Oh god. The whole awards ceremony is in shambles. Yep, a lot happened. Let's start with me. The novel I had been writing bit by bit on the side somehow managed to win the new author's prize. I didn't sell a ton of books and become super rich or anything, but one of my dreams did come true. Oh! Oh yeah, so Hannah's still in this time. That's very good. There's a few things you need to do to keep living as an author from now on. Meeting your own ancestors is a bit of a weird thing, but I still go visit her from time to time. She's a teacher at a small village school now, apparently. Ah, it suits her. It suits her very, very well. Lucy smells like Miss Hannah, that's why I always feel so calm around her. Yeah, you had a crush on Miss Hannah, didn't you? Yep, and? What do you mean, and? Ah! Oh, Jesus. Gajil and Levy have gotten super close. Looking at them makes me kinda jealous. Oh. For a moment I thought I heard her say baby, but that was just my imagination. Right. Oh my god, yes. Oh god, Jill. I forgot that she's got better hearing than me. Poor Wendy's just... Wendy goes with Charla to hang out at Lamia Scale pretty often. They made her participate in Lamia Scale Thanksgiving Day festivities again. Okay. Or Sharia's. Wait, what? I can never tell what Toby's thinking. Or Sherry has learned to use a little magic. Oh, so she got the ability to use some magic back. That is very, very cool. One of the saddest moments on this saga, actually genuine sad moments, was when Sherry sacrificed her magic to give but an edge to the battle against the Maria. That was very, very cool. It really embroiled the whole friendship and the whole friendship shenanigans of Fairy Tale. As I sometimes mock, sometimes I don't. You know how it is. She's always telling me what's going over there with a smile. So that's cool. Wendy and Charla became very close with Lamia Scale, as they were already with Sharia, because in the 1 year time skip, Wendy actually became sort of part of Lamia Scale. Very cool indeed. And the other guilds? Well, Minerva won Sabretooth customary eating contest this year too. Okay, and over at Blue Pegasus, Ichie got selected as Oi, Uncle of the Year. I didn't even knew that was a thing. Oh god. It's good to see he's back in action. And Mermaid's Hill is now the exclusive model agency of Weekly Sorcerer. What in the world am I doing? You're making the world a happier place, Kagura. Everything's doing really well, I'm so glad. It's a joyous occasion, bottoms up. Oh god damn it. Hey, hey, if you make young girls drink too much, Juvia wants to stay. Juvia. Oh god. This is what happens. Actually, let them drink. Kinda just beats the crap out of him. Oh god. Oh. That scar is still there, huh? Juvia doesn't mind it. If you ask Wendy, I'm sure she'll get rid of it for you. But your scars are still there too, right, Gray? It is different for guys. Your body, well, what about Juvia's body? Oh, she wants that booty though. he wants, he wants that body though. well, it's they could when this hurts something again. Oh God, I'm worried about Juvie and Gray too. But lately there's been a few other boy-girl couples that have been worrying me. Elfman and Eva. Oh god, they look so good together. Yeah, I'm worried about them, but they're pretty close. Laxus and Mira? No, no, no. But there was a rumor like that going around for a little. Laxus and Lisana? Are you the real one? Laxus and Kana? Oh my god, Laxus is the playboy of Fairy Tail. Jesus! But no, Laxus and Lisana, no. I am still a firm believer of Natsu and Lisana. And I shall be so until the end of time if needed. This guy's just full of rumors. Really though, quite impressive. I'm glad you won. I'm absolutely horrible when it comes to writing. One time I sent a letter of thanks to a guild that I had relied on for some time, and they came after me armed to the teeth. Okay. Anyway, congratulations Lucy, I'm proud to say that we belong to the same guild. Thank you, Eze. Yeah, I think the two I'm most concerned about. Yeah, Erza and Jalal, the two that somehow always just happen to pass each other by. Erza and Jalal. Now, for a bit of a tangent, the previous king of Fiore went into retirement, okay, and Princess Isui succeeded the throne. The queen has begun trying to re-establish relations with Alvarez, and has really been trying hard to bring wealth back to this country. And as part of that initiative, Jalal and everyone else in Crime Sorcier were pardoned. Okay. Our crimes have been forgiven, but we were a dark guild. I've heard the particulars and I'm familiar with the past too. You were all made to shoulder heavy sins, despite the fact that perhaps more than anyone your hearts look to tomorrow. I ask that from now on, for the sake of the people you try to live on. And so Jalal and the others were freed. I thought for sure Erza would be super happy about it, but it's complicated. This thing's too complicated, Lucy. Write more understandably, will you? Really, I can never tell what this girl's thinking. But I know ever since the pardon letters arrived, Erza, despite never having any interest in it, started doing her hair every single day. Oh, that's cool. And please do not take this in any oppressive or feminist sort of context. I know the internet can be a weird place sometimes, but this is actually a very funny change for Erza to start behaving in a more ladylike, I dare say, in a more ladylike manner compared to the tougher and meaner looking Erza that we all came to know and love. We all like Erza no matter how she behaves. But it's very interesting to see how, now that she's relieved of the fact that Jalal is considered by the world as a criminal, now that she's relieved, both are relieved of that weight, she can, I don't know, maybe she found it in her to dedicate to herself a little more often, so that she can keep appeasing, because she doesn't need these things to appease Jalal. Jalal has always liked her for what she was and what she is, So it's a funny and interesting change for a girl and for a character such as Erza. So very, very cool indeed. And this guy is still alive. God damn it. And he's drunk. Oh, it's a joyous occasion. Listen up, I'm the one who raised her. I raised Lucy. Stop being all stuck up about it. Oh, as a result of what happened back then, his legs aren't what they used to be. But the master's as cheery as ever. Who would hit a sick patient? The sick patients aren't allowed to drink alcohol. And from time to time he'll talk rather mysteriously about what happened back then. What actually was that, I wonder? Okay. The hell? Oh, for crying out loud. Why? What? Why? Why would you do this? Why would you do this? Oh my god. Oh my god, they were given a second chance. Holy heck. Alias and Mio. It's the new them. Not Mavis and not Zareth. Alias and Mio. Oh, I mean, oh, okay. God damn it. Just as with Makarov being alive, I'll have to live with this. I'll have to live with the fact that Mavis and Zarev somehow managed to get reincarnated and had a second chance to be happy in a new life. And you know what? I am okay with that, despite everything that Zarev has done. I gotta say, the man suffered quite a lot as well, so sure, you be happy with her. After Makarov still being alive, I don't even care anymore. Everything's so happy, I almost feel myself being enveloped by a warm something. Have you seen Gadgil and Levy? Okay. Oh my god. Macau and the other guy just... oh god. Oh, Biska and Isol. Very nice. Don't tell me this is one of those "it was all a dream" sort of endings. Oh, the breaking of the fourth wall is real with this one. How'd I even... Yup. My room. Look, I made your trophy all shiny, Lucy. Oh my god, he scratched the alarm. But at least it wasn't a dream. Why are you two in my room? You randomly just collapsed. We carried you home. Did I really drink that much? Lucy, you know. Don't tell her, Happy. What did I even do? Oh my god. Carry me, change my clothes. Oh my goodness. Now I remember. I'll never get to be a bride now. I don't think Natsu minds, so. But you'll be ready for work, right? Lucy, it's time for work. I'm here too, the three wizards. Maybe I should... I'm gonna Okay, I believe this was the first one versus that big guy with the maids. Holy heck. Hiro Lucy Nuts is here. Holy heck, all the memories. Damn. I just remembered a bunch of things and I can't stop crying. If I had never met you, Natsu, or Happy, I wouldn't be who I am today. Aww. Thank you so much. Thinking they're just like, what? They're just like, what? Say, Lucy, I've got something I want to say too. Oh God. Hiro Mishima, you have a few more pages. If you do not do what I think you should do, I and here I was getting all emotional. What do you mean, who cares? You're the worst. Who cares, because we'll always be together, right? Wait, my stuff, I'm not ready. We packed for you. Yeah, and we tossed those furry pants of yours too. Not so hurrying. We'll just leave you a lot behind, you bastard. We said before that after the war's over, there's something we're gonna do, right? Is that what this job's about? We finally got permission. Come, it is time to be off. The 100-year quest. I'm getting fired up. Wait, what? So they are going on a sort of on the same journey as Gildarts went, the 100-year quest. I don't think we ever got to know exactly what was that. Did we? Let me just guess before we move on with the ending of the chapter. Let me see if we got any information. Okay. Oh, okay. I did not remember this. So a 100-year job is a job that has been available for over 100 years and has not been able to be completed by any mage. And those eligible to participate are only mages of the highest caliber. So very, very cool indeed. So it's not a 100 years quest. It's just a job that hasn't been done by 100 years. Very nice. So Gildars was the only known mage to undergo a job like that and to come back alive from it. So that's just it. The Natsu team is just going on a 100-year job. Okay. So, do fairies have tails? In fact, do fairies even exist? An eternal riddle, an eternal adventure. That's the story behind our guild's name. We're a bit more rough around the edges than the cute name would imply. But every day's a blast, and I love everyone in this guild. And I hope everyone finds one, something as irreplaceable to them as Fairy Tail is to me. Something like these beloved friends. Oh, and there's Zero as a little fairy. See you later. The end. Thank you to all the fans. Let me see, there's a small note. Thank you for all your love these past 11 years. Look forward to Mishima Sensei's next work. As long as it isn't something related to Fairy Tail, I think we're okay. I don't think he should go the same route as Kishimoto went with Naruto, and just have a manga dedicated to the future of either the characters or their descendants. I think Fairy Tail has ended good as it has. I also think it was a very cool move, although an undesirable one. Was a very cool move that Mishima actually just farted on all the ships and all the things people were expecting to see in the ending. I never expected to see Lucy actually becoming a writer and winning a prize for it, which was a very, very, very cool surprise. I also never expected to see Crime Sorcier being pardoned. Another cool surprise. I did expect Gadgil and Levy's relationship to evolve. Now, I wasn't expecting them to have kids. Juvian Grey is also more than canon now. Something is going along those two. Sorry about that, I just hit the microphone. Erzan Jalal, I'm kinda sorry that we haven't gotten a bit more involvement of those two. There is something going on, but it's not necessarily proven. And I'm quite sad because I think that both of them, above all else, desired the happy ending they were always building up to. Ever since the Tower of Heaven saga, Erza and Jalal has been that couple that I've been rooting for. And I'm not usually a coupling guy. I mean, I like shipping characters as much as the next fan does. Fairy Tail was just a prime source for that. But I'm usually don't... If the couple makes sense, I'm all up for it. But if not, then I'm not. Erza and Jalal is not the first one, but one of the first couples that I established in my wish list of couples for Fairy Tail, and I'm quite sad they didn't have a more deserving end for their relation. Even something on the along the lines of Sakura and Sasuke from Naruto. Again, quoting Naruto. If you guys don't know, I'll sum it up in a bit. Sasuke was also sort of pardoned by his past crimes. He was pardoned by his past crimes. However, he brought it upon himself to wander the world, acting as a shadow for the Leaf Village, for the Hokage of the Leaf Village. He would do the jobs, he would do the things and research the things that no one else would in the Day of Light. As a sort of a journey of redemption, but he still married Sakura, they still had a daughter together. He comes by from time to time. In the recent Boruto manga, he's been around. So I was expecting something of the sort for Jalal and Crime Sorcier. I mean, for Jalal and Erza. But I guess their ending is a deserving one. Maybe they are doing the same thing. They are going around the world, destroying dark guilds. If there's even any dark guilds around, there's always darkness in the world. There will always be dark guilds in the world of Fairy Tail. What else? And by the way, I should have said this in the beginning of the video. This is going to be a longer video because it's the ending of Fairy Tail, and we gotta speak about these things. Makarov still being alive. Well, I understand it's only been 1 year. I was expecting many more years to have passed, perhaps like 5 years. But no, we only got 1 year passing. Makarov still being alive. Well, I guess it's okay since it's only been 1 year. But then again, if he hasn't died in the battle, he's never going to die again. So just leave the old man be alive. Maybe he'll see the day where Laxus has kids with either Mira, Lizana, or Kana. I don't know what that was about. Lizana, please no, she's too young and too small for him. Kana, well, I don't know. I never saw Kana as a good match for him. Kana is the type of lone wolf woman, like, I think so. She's a flirty one, but she's not the one to sort of embrace a relationship like that, as of now still. I always rooted for Laxus and Mirageno, kinda. It's not one of those that were, I mean, it was a ship in the fandom, but it was one that I particularly thought it felt well, especially since Laxus kind of redeemed himself. His stoic and more focused personality, I think it plays well with Mira's personality as well, and the care they have for their families and whatnot. Kana, even though she has that same care, she's a bit more outgoing, she's a bit more explosive. Something that Laxus is not, except when he's in battle, of course. But non-battle Laxus is a more cool and collected guy, and I think Miragen suits very well for that kind of personality. But then again, it's as they say, the opposites attract each other, so who knows? Mavis and Zarev's second chance. As I said during the reading of the chapter, if Makarov is alive, then why the hell not? I mean, they were given a second chance. They've both suffered a lot. And if they hadn't appeared in this chapter, their ending, I consider it an unworthy ending. I mean, worthy and not so worthy, like, yeah. But now that we saw them alive and being able to live with their same bodies, but different personalities, and having a chance to be happy once and for all, like, finally they have a chance to be happy. Like, Zarev was a bad guy. He was a bad guy. I still think he was favored. He was very favored by destiny despite the things he has done. But you also gotta consider, I know the guy suffered a lot. He lost his family. He was cursed with an immortality he could not get rid of. Everything he loved and everything he touched was doomed to die. Even the woman he loved was doomed to die and died in his arms. So, yes, it makes for a good ending, even if it's not the one we would expect for a character such as Ref. To the rest of the guild, the secondary characters, well, they are just going along. It was a very cool ending. Like, it was the ending you would expect from Fairy Tail. Now, this 100-year quest, I don't think we should see it, and I really hope it's as I said right after we finished this chapter. I really hope that Urmashima doesn't touch Fairy Tail's world any longer, because if it is to mess up with it, then please don't. Please know 10 years in the future with their kids or whatnot, and Makarov still somehow being the guildmaster. Please don't. If it is to end, it must end today. Like, I wouldn't like it. I would read it, like, and maybe my opinion would change. If he can make something and make me change my mind about it, well then I'm all up for it. But it's as I said, usually when you mess with things that are set and done, usually you end up screwing everything you did in the back. Like, I think the same has happened with Naruto. I am not as pumped to read the monthly chapters of Boruto as much as I was pumped to read the weekly chapters of Naruto back in the day, until a certain part on the last saga, in which I had very concerning doubts about the direction of the story, but I had the same doubts with Fairy Tail's story, and that didn't make me enjoy it any less for that. I still enjoy the story of Fairy Tail all up to the end, and it's getting a little bit darker. Allow me to shed some light on my face, which it doesn't work very well. Never mind. I hope you guys can see me just fine. You can see my lovely, lovely face, or not. So yeah, I think I've spoken everything I had to speak about Fairy Tail. I've said everything I had to say, everything I wanted to say. Sure, there were things that didn't happen the way I was envisioning them to do, but then again, I was not the author of Fairy Tail. I can only dream of ever writing a story as successful and as endeavoring, as endearing as Fairy Tail. I can only dream of that one day. I'm trying, but you know, a man can dream. It's still very much free, thank you. But yes, my dear friends, my dear viewers, this marks the end of Fairy Tail. at least the ending of the manga, not necessarily the end of Fairy Tail itself, and not necessarily the end of Fairy Tail in this channel. There won't be weekly updates on Fairy Tail, but I do plan to visit the world of Fairy Tail a few more times in the future. I wish to do mayhaps a best moments video, worst moments video. I won't do top characters or anything. If you guys followed my videos, you probably know who some of my favorite characters are. I don't really have characters I don't like. I mean, I have some, but it's not necessarily who I hate that character. I cannot even see him in my face. I cannot even dare say his name, for he repulses me in such a way. No, there's no such character in Fairy Tail or in any. I mean, there are some characters sometimes that tickle my nose, but in Fairy Tail there's not. There's some characters I consider unnecessary here and there, but hey, that's a thing. That's a thing for the top best and top worst moments of Fairy Tail. My dear friends, my dear viewers, this is the end of the weekly videos of Fairy Tail. I do not know when the next videos of Fairy Tail will come out, if ever. I might say this, but they may never come. I will try my best to do so, which you guys know will require me to reread every saga of Fairy Tail, take notes of every little event. I might even split the videos into general arcs. Who knows how I will do it. You guys knew I had ideas to do the top 10 moments of 2016, but given circumstances at the end of 2016, I wasn't able or willing to do those videos, and I think they are pretty much thrown in the bin right now. Hopefully I'll be able to do a top 10 best moments of 2017, which is indeed in the plans to do so, but as we are now in the ending of July, there's not much time left to the end of 2017, so who knows what's about to come. But I know what is about to come right next. It's the video of this week's chapter of the 7 Deadly Sins. Now, I have said on Saturday, when I released One Piece and Boku no Hero, that today I was going to reintroduce the Promised Neverland to the chapter. Well, given the fact that I hadn't had a lot of time in the weekend to reread the chapters I've already gone through, that video will be postponed to next Monday. So next Monday we would only have the 7 Deadly Sins, but instead we will have the 7 Deadly Sins and the Promised Neverland, a recap of the almost 28, almost 30 chapters that I've missed on the channel. I have read them, but I just not brought them to the channel, so we can bring ourselves up to date with the Promised Neverland and keep having 2 videos on Monday, which will be the Promised Neverland and the 7 Deadly Sins. So, coming right up, we will have just that, Jesus Christ, we will have the 7 Deadly Sins, which I'm hoping it's very, very amazing. My dear friends, my dear viewers, this was the ending of Fairy Tail. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Thank you so much for supporting Fairy Tail's journey in the channel, and please keep doing so, not only with that, but with the other mangas as well. I know Fairy Tail hasn't had a lot of support in recent videos. In fact, Fairy Tail is one of the tiniest videos on the channel, even though it's one of the only 4 videos that goes around, but it's the one that doesn't get as much love as that. Such is the life, but luckily One Piece and Boku no Hero and the 7 Deadly Sins make up for that. So, I've said enough. Coming right up, we have the 7 Deadly Sins. See you then. Bye bye.